See the storm clouds out in the distance, and it looks like we're finding out if if everything we've ever built is coming falling down. Yeah, we saw the light, then we crashed our lightning. Yeah, we fought that good fight, keep fighting. And just like that, you pull me back in, you pull me back in again. Ritual, the sound of your love coming calling. Don't know if
Think I found myself in imperfection, getting lost towards a new direction. Wanna risk it all, get high as I'm told, and live a life of sin. Spend my days disgracing my name, ignoring them again. Everything you said, the actions you defend, the time you never spent, they're forgotten and you're next. You see, my friend, the horrors at the end, the tragedy you asked today. I took a walk
Alrighty. We should be good. Probably going to be a pretty chill stream tonight. We are going to be working on some ideas I have, some mechanics I want to work out for a new game, but I also don't want to rebuild another player controller, so we're going to use our game mechanic test scene, and I'm just going to add some stuff in there just to see if I can get it to work out. So it might not be the most optimized as far as everything's go, but we will optimize them as we move along and get a little bit further in. So how's everybody doing? If you're watching this in the future, and if you ever want to make any kind of comments or questions or concerns about anything that we've got going on, right now, just come into my Discord. It's in the About section down below. It's also in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube in the future. But I do live stream 4 days a week, every day or every week. So sometimes the holidays get in the way of that, but I do try to stream on the holidays as well. So sorry, something on my vape. But yeah, if you want to join that community, follow me over on YouTube, follow my Discord, and follow me on Twitch or wherever you want to follow. Your viewing pleasure is for you. So I also don't know why my video encoder is being weird, but here we are. Okay, so we don't really need any of this. I just need the player. So let's see. Main camera. Already got all that. Cool. We're just gonna go ahead and make a new scene. Scene my internet. Scene 1. I'm not feeling the best today, so testing. Yeah, I'm not exactly feeling the best today, so we're gonna kind of take it nice and slow. We're gonna play it as ears, as we see fit, as long as I can hold out. My glands are extremely swollen right now. I'm stopped up and my head hurts, so might not be that long of a stream, but I think we'll get through it. 3D object, just cube. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna make it 100 wide and 100 long, because all we're gonna be doing with this, actually, we'll probably make it 1,000 and 1,000 just to give ourselves some room to work. Okay. Actually, we got to reset the transform. So. Okay. It's zeroed. We're good to go. I've already got Pro Builder set up. So just go ahead and make us a floor. So there's a couple things that we want to do with the way that the game is going to be set up. We want to be able to have kind of reality shifting outside of the character's view. So I'm going to test and toy with some things on how we can do that. So let's see. Where am I? Sure. Do that just to make it a little bit easier to distinguish. Oh, sorry. Brain is not acting like it should. But the way that I'm thinking about this, right? So let's get a Pro Builder cube. We'll call this one the player. Well, that's a big ass platform. That's fine. Like I said, we're not super worried about how it's gonna look so much right now. Okay. As long as this is on the ground. Gonna go ahead and add a rigid body to this. And we are going to lock it. We don't want it to flip over, so we need to lock it along the Z-axis. No, not position, rotation. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and add a component here. What did I name it? Player movement. There we go. Add that in there. Forward force 200, slide force 1000. Yeah, that's fine. Just add the rigid body in. Sorry, I'm a little foggy right now. Follow player script. Let's go ahead and grab the player from here. Boom. We're going to offset a little differently, but now it should be basically inside the character. Not a trigger. Oh, this one. I got convex. Should fix that issue. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do something else here really quick. A couple of things I need to do within this one. Gonna open up the Forever Fallen project really quick. So if you don't know, Forever Fallen is another project we have in the background. This one doesn't have a name yet. Forever Fallen is just a project name. It's not going to be the release name, but this is another project that we're working on. It's only gray boxed right now. It's only mechanics building, things like that. So as we go on, we're going to have to build more mechanics as we go, but I'm trying to get some of the core mechanics built and ready to go so that, you know, yeah. Been a while since we opened this one, so it's probably going to be a second. Oh. Oh, come on, project. I know. There is so much going on. There actually is quite a bit going on with this one. But I need this. Preparing solution, my ass. You better fucking work. All right. Let's all move. Okay. Controller follow. This ain't gonna work. So this is what we're using right now to control the Yo, what up, Dim Devil? Welcome in, welcome in. But this is currently what we're using. No, it's not. The shift, that's for the sprint. Space. Third person controller. Okay. Show it up, move velocity. Yep. Is grounded. How are we doing camera controls? You'll be back on Community Day? Hell yeah. I don't know what we're going to be playing on Community Day tomorrow, to be honest. We're going to be playing something. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't actually put the poll out in my Discord to find out. Okay, so mouse button 0. Let's see attack. Okay, this is all my fall damage calculations. I do, actually. Sadly, it's not a highly requested one. I did a poll a couple weeks ago where I had people send me a bunch of suggestions for Community Day games, and that one didn't even come up but once out of probably 40 or 50 different submissions, so it probably won't make it on the list. Again, it's a Community Day, so I don't want to, yeah. Where the fuck am I calculating my turn? This is ground. Yeah, that's ground checker position. Cool, that's fine. Mouse button 0. What the fuck is mouse button? 0 is left click, so that's fine. Okay, float. Input.get access horizontal or vertical. Okay. But yeah, I do have content warning. I think it's actually a pretty fun game, but there's just not a lot of requests for it, so. Mouse Y. There we go. My brain was brain dumping that shit. Horizontal, yeah. Direction not X, Y, Z, K. I know that I used the standard mouse.x, mouse.y. So that should control the camera rotation, but for some reason I'm not finding it. Maybe I put it actually on the camera. Hold on. Yeah. X rotation, yeah. So mouth, okay. We're basically gonna be stealing this script from my other game. So Yeah, that's fine. We got the public pool. Yeah, that's fine. Don't need that. Don't need that. We are going to leave this in first person, so we're basically going to be stealing this pretty much this entire script for the new project. So now I'll just make it work with the rest of it. Okay, close that. Close that. We don't need that project open. There we go. Camera. We're actually going to make a new script called Camera Controller. Create an ad. Open that bitch up. How to say goodbye. Okay, so we don't need a game manager. We don't need the third person bool. We can actually pull all this out of the third person controller. Get rid of all this because we don't need it. We can get rid of this check because it's not needed. It's always going to be true. Okay, close that off. Get rid of all that. Cursor.lock state, cursor lock mode locked. Yeah, that'll lock it to the screen so you don't have the weird float. That's fine. We don't need the camera offset in this one. It's being controlled by something else. Rid of that one. We're not changing first person. X rotation we need because X rotation is going to be your Y. And then camera rotation. Transform.local rotation is equal to this. X rotation XY. Input.get access, yep. Transform.local rotation, player trans rotate, Victor.3. Okay, that's why we need the player trans, because we're going to be rotating the player based on our input. And we want to clamp this so that you can't look too far up. And then we're transforming the local to this so that it's not changing the global rotation. All right. Cool. So, theoretically, whenever this is done, we can actually just get rid of this awake. Bam. Progress. Okay. All right. And then we just connect up everything, make sure everything is good to go with the main camera. Player trans, we're going to need the player. Boom. Mouse speed, we'll just set it to 20 for now. Third cam, we don't need that. Game object, third cam, don't care. Third cam is not needed, it's never called. And then camera rotation is going to be just the main camera. Transform. All right, let's see if that actually works. Okay, it's working, but let's go pull this one out really quick. Damn, it is working. I don't know why. Field of view is fine. Here's my clipping. Twin pane's near. Why are you clipping out the floor? Okay. Blue. All right. Okay, it's not clipping out the floor anymore. That's fine. Our character movement is a little nutty for testing, especially since we don't have any. This one should actually still move correctly. It's only going to move left and right. That's right. Because I don't have it set up to move towards look direction. But that's fine. I don't really need it to. We're not rebuilding the player controller. I'm just adding some functionality for testing. So, at 200. Jesus Christ. All right. Why? I'm not going to freeze any kind of rotation. Camera should be rotating. Definitely not, but it should be. Well, I figured out why. It's actually not setting it to the center of the player, which is fine. Again, we don't need it to be fully functional. This isn't building the player controller, so I just need to be able to look around. So I figured out why everything is moving so fast. Duh. Okay. That's fine. We're good. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect, but what I do need to do is I need to come into this, go into my Pro Builder window, and I need to why can't I center the pivot? There we go. Center pivot. There we go. Now let's set it to the middle. So we shouldn't have that issue anymore, because it was setting its location and rotation based off of where it was physically at, and that was causing some weird issues. So now if we play, yeah, so now we're getting proper rotation. There we go. That's fixed. Let's go ahead and throw that up there for now. We'll leave the lighting tab up, but I don't think we're going to be using it. All right. So let's go ahead and do something really quick. We're going to go ahead and get a Pro Builder cube. Pull this back. Pull it up a little bit. Give me my face extrusion. Okay. Make it a 3-person tall, 3 times the size. Got to be big and daunting, Can't have it being weak. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give this thing a rigid body. If it falls over, it falls over. I don't care. Enemy. Okay. Let's go ahead and create a new material for this really quick. Just call it enemy. And we're going to make it, I don't know. I'm going to make it a nice purple. That'll work. Okay. Enemy. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this inactive, right? And then in front of the player, we need to go ahead and create a 3D object of a cube. Boom. Bam. Scale, we'll just fucking, I don't know, 10. 10. Nope. 10. That is fine. We will make it a little bit wider, I think. Because I think just a 10 by 10 is fine. Again, we're not working for perfection here. We're just trying to get the mechanic to work. And if it's in the ground a little bit, that is fine. Don't want anybody to be able to escape, We're going to call this one enemy spawn. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go okay, create an ad. Open that bad boy up and then void on. Whoop. Letter other. Okay. Come here and then go if other dot lighter other dot game object dot tag is it lowercase game object? I think so. Equals player. And then we're going to go ahead and get a reference to a game object here. Game object. We're going to go ahead and make that one enemy. Okay. Go ahead and make that public so we can just set it really quick. Okay. Enemy dot set active true. Okay. We're going to be taking in a couple different things with this because, like, say for instance, paint you a picture here. As you're running through a hallway, you run into a room. The room has no exits. You turn around, run into the trigger, and boom, there's an enemy there. Go ahead and set this one. So, whenever we're actively playing, go like this. Oh, hold on. It's trigger. There we go. Running into an invisible wall because I forgot to turn it into a trigger. Probably ought to fucking come on, man. Do your shit right. Make this a player. Gonna go ahead and throw the mat on it as well, because player mat, why not? Okay. So boom. Okay. That'll solve that issue. Forgot you got to make everything convex if you're working with 3D objects that are. So go that way. Boom. Enemy behind you, slightly undulating because of physics and the fact that it just fell out of the sky. So you're in this room, you can't get out, and you turn around. Well, my camera's not working, but it's doing what I wanted it to, so it's fine. It's exactly what I wanted it to do, so that works. Why is my camera controller not working? Okay. Float mouse Y is equal to input access dot this. Exhortation. Okay. That one is clamped. Transform dot local rotation is equal to player transform dot rotate vector up times mouse X. I only have half of my shit in there. Hold on. Come here, Forever Fallen. Yeah, I only have the X controller in there. Or the Y. I don't have the X. So I have the setup for the Y. The X. Goddamn. X. Y. So. It's not under this one. It's under a different one. Camera controller. Yeah, X rotation equals that, and then we're clamping, and then okay. This doesn't make any sense on why this isn't working then. Transform.local rotation. Move Z, move X. Okay. Horizontal, vertical. Okay. Yeah, it's just my movement. It has nothing to do with the actual camera. I'm not even getting the camera connected here, so it's all through here, but this is not working. Why? Oh, why? Still works on this, right? Like, I'm not fucking dumb. My animation is gonna play. Yeah. Why is it working on this, but not the other one? Yeah, I know. Doot. Okay, whatever. Interesting. Player changes, I rotate vector 3 dot up. Yeah, we're getting player transformer. We're setting the rotation equal to the camera rotation, but the camera rotation is locked out for some reason. Is it because... No, this is just... Target angle, math F, okay. I am grabbing the camera. Okay, that's setting your move direction, your target angle is going to be your direction of X is Z. Regular angle, mouth, but I don't think I need this at all. That's all for fucking movement stuff. This should allow it to move the camera, but it's not. It don't matter. We're troubleshooting things that don't matter. I got to rebuild an entire new character controller for it anyway. So we're trying to get things to happen based off of other things. So, and what we can do, but this specific project, so say for instance, we have the enemy spawner. I can actually go back into the script here. Okay. Enemy spawner, and then we can go ahead, create a bool in here. Bool. Enemy active. I don't know why I'm defaulting to capitalizing the first word like I always do, but alright. If other.game object is this, so if enemy active equals true, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go enemy set active equals false, and then else. I'm going to take this guy and we're going to go boop, and then boop, and boop. And then we're going to build up a start function. That start function is literally just going to set enemy active equal to false. So now what should happen is, because the enemy is active and it is set to false right off the bat, no matter what we really do here, it's going to set it to active, right? And then if I go back into it, it should set it back to true. Why? Maybe I do have to put the full argument in there. Ooh. Controlling this is a little, boy. I'm going to turn that player down a little bit here. Side force of 100 and forward force of 100. Just cut that shit way down. All right. So, okay. So we are actively sitting inside of it right now. Yo, what's up? How you doing, buddy? I am slowly losing my mind. You know, nothing out of the ordinary here. Why? It's not wanting to. Slowly losing my mind. Normal stuff. How you doing, buddy?
I've been waiting every day, and I thought that I could change for you. Thoughts run in my head, and I can't help losing myself. Would you give me a time if I will run for something else?
Saying my mom lets me record YouTube and I just got done recording but hasn't posted it yet. Well, you don't have to specify your mom. I know who you're talking about when you say mom, but what are you recording and posting on YouTube? Okay. I can get the same result for what I'm looking for from that. We're going to do things wrong. We're going to fix them. This games, I'm not allowed to show my face. Well, yeah, because you're a child. And did... So you can't just... All right. Legality wise, you cannot just post things as an adolescent or a child without a written consent form signed and filled out and sent to the YouTube headquarters. And then you have to put your channel name and everything in there with your demographics. So you need to make sure that you're doing it legally or it will just get pulled off of the internet. Send me your channel name. And it has to be signed by either your mom or me. Okay, I can get the result that I want with this. This is working kind of the way that I want it to. So, all right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do... All right. Let's set that to active. We're going to go ahead and back up here a little bit. There's a lot of legality stuff involved with that, by the way. So don't just assume just because somebody said you can doesn't mean that you can on a legal sense. Just because somebody told you you can does not mean anything. So let's go ahead and reset that back to inactive. It's fine. The object, we're going to make a cube. Actually, I need to know where this thing is. Okay. Are you going to send me your channel name, or am I going to just have to guess and hope to God that I find it? I guess I'm just going to have to guess. Oh, yeah. It's fine. Are you going to actually stick with it? Are you going to put effort into it? Like, these are all important questions, buddy. I am not trying to discourage you. I just want to make sure you're doing it correctly. That way you don't get in any trouble. It's fine. Okay, so this one, enemy spawner. Go ahead and set the enemy inactive. Boy, if you don't send me your damn YouTube name, we fighting. Right. I understand that. But take those little fingers of yours and type in your YouTube name and send it to me in chat so that I know what your YouTube is so I can check out your channel. Post the video while you type. Why are you making this so hard? Just trying to check out your videos. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this one, and we're going to call this one room spawner. Okay. Remove that component. We're going to add a new one. We're going to call this one the room spawner. You're about to see it, boy. You're about to see it. All right. So this is going to be a similar one to what we were doing before. We just needed a reference to the public game object. See, what you should be doing is, instead of playing games like everybody else that does anything with YouTube or Twitch or any of those, you should know it. These children and not understanding how to build a brand. Public game object. Room. Okay. We're just going to do it this way. I'm probably going to change it to where we're going to find one. So right now what we're working is we're going to be doing the room spawn, where it's like you walk into a room and the door shuts behind you. You open up the room or the door that you just came out of, and it's a completely different area, right? We're building out that mechanic right now. Again, in its bare bones. So, what you can do is that whatever you want your room to be, you can name it something specifically inside of the hierarchy, and then you can search your hierarchy to find a next room that you want it to load. So, say for instance, you had an ever-changing room and they had to go through a specific door sequence to go through. You don't need to build every single room. You need to build the room once and then just change its position. So they walk through, door shuts, trigger enters. Oh shit, now it's room 47, next room. And you have all these rooms pre-built, they're just inactive. So that's what we're doing right now. Now, like I said before, I don't know if this is going to be the most optimal way to do this, but this is the way that I'm approaching it, and I think it'll be fine. On, trigger, enter. $8,735. All right. Okay. I will give you a hint or a tip. Get rid of the number in your name. Roblox. Okay, work on the naming of your videos. So don't go with January 10th, 2025. January 8th, 2025. No. Like, you made the video, which means you've already played everything, unless you're live streaming it, which you're probably not. But you've made the video, so you know everything that's in there. So find a moment where something funny happened or something comical happened and make your title, "Oh, I blew up the entire city in Roblox," or something along those lines, or "The whole server turned against me, Roblox." Something along those lines. Don't just put the date of the upload in there. And also, work on them thumbnails, yo. Them thumbnails be brutal. So when I actually get my Roblox account fixed, you can put on there, "My dad schooled me in Roblox," or "I beat my dad in Roblox," whatever it is. Don't just put the date on there. You need to change the name, because that's not going to do anything. And then you need to look up and see how tagging works. Once you get the tags down, then you'll start getting more hits. Because if somebody's on there and they're like, "Oh, I want to look up Roblox videos," they search Roblox and your video is not tagged or titled with Roblox, they're not going to find it. It's just going to go to the void. So once you start understanding how algorithms and everything else work, you'll start understanding more about what I'm saying. But you're trying to fight an algorithm that's designed to make you lose. So, not the void of the internet. Welcome in, Linz. Welcome in. My kid is trying to become a YouTuber, and this is what they currently have up there. And it's just a date. Let's check it out. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. 1080p. I like it. Screamer. Shut them lights off. You got it. All right, let's go. Let's see what you got. Let me pause the music. You're kind of quiet. Let's see what you got.
Well, I had to pause the video for a sec. Oh, what the? What is this person
Getting
doing?
stolen in a shopping cart? I like it. There we go. We're gonna make you famous.
Well, their houses and stuff.
Also, change your name
That's good 11.
on here.
I do
So
stuff there.
got rid of the
Stuff
numbers.
like
Yeah,
that.
but so your name on your actual channel is just showing
Of this.
your
Yeah,
mom's
it
name.
is.
So you need to change the name tied
There's
to it.
also
Never seen Roblox
Nick's
before?
house. That's for like
And stop
premium.
breathing so hard into the mic.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
pleasant.
a abandoned house.
Good communication though. You're constantly talking. I'm impressed. So I don't know what you're using to record your voice, but yeah,
I
like,
don't really think that
try to
the
avoid
house
doing heavy breathing
here
and stuff like
sometime.
that. But yeah, get rid of this. You don't want to see the real name of the
Where would
person who
that
owns the
work?
account. So
Do I just live here?
yeah, you live in the little shithole. Yeah, that's the way it works. You start off with nothing and then you build it up.
Where's the actual?
That's the way it works. All right, everybody, go follow my son. He's trying to become a famous YouTuber. Hit him up on YouTube. I'll post the link to the channel in my Discord so that everybody can go follow him. He primarily plays Roblox and he names his stuff really weird. Enjoy. Why do I have so many fucking windows open? But yeah. Get with me, text me, and I'll help you out. Because yeah, you're falling into pitfalls and traps. So anyway, Linz, how are you? How are we doing today? Room not set active, not false. We are going to go ahead and set that one equal to true. Tired, freshly home from work. Damn, they got you slave driving over there, huh? So I'm sorry. Kind of trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Nah, not at the moment. Okay. Well, that's good, at least. So, you know that cheesy stuff that happens whenever you're playing horror games and you walk into a room and something appears behind you? That is currently what we're working on. So we got that. I haven't actually set the room in, so it's throwing a null reference. So hold on. Let me go ahead and do that. But I'm thinking of games. All right, play Roblox. Play what you want to play. I'm not knocking you. Oh yeah, them lights. You right. You right. Run. Yeah. All right. All right. So now I should do what I wanted to. We're working on a couple different things here. So this one we can actually push back a little bit because we don't want it to happen immediately when you walk in. So let me paint you a picture. Let me sculpt this in your brain. You're walking down a narrow corridor. Lights ominously dark. There's a flicker and a pop. I'm doing great. You approach a door at the end of the hall. You open it. You enter. Lights go out. Door locks behind you. You panic. You run to the back of the room, fearing what may be coming after you. You turn around, only seeing the one exit. You open up the door and your entire landscape is changed. Everything is different. Things that were there are no longer there. Things that were there are still chasing you. Are you in a new reality or not? Anyway, done being dumb. So, essentially what it is. Like, oh, enemy spawns, you push further into the room, and then the door shuts and locks behind you. You wouldn't see this at all. And then as you exit, you're now looking into a different room. This is all we're working on, is getting these changing environments to work. And I know it seems like kind of stupid, but it's also a good way to do like jump scare stuff too. So if you take this guy, right, and we move him over, so we could flip these boxes around and we can make it towards like, oh shit, there's an enemy there. And then it's like, as you come in, so here, let me show you. Just imagine that this is encasing the entire player. All right.
Call for Eva and say be patient.
No, I'm not bothering Ava. I'm sorry. You can put a different request in there, but I'm not calling for Ava. She is relaxing after work, and I don't mess with people's relaxation time. I'm sorry. So, another scenario. All right. You walk into a room, you close the door. The door forces a wall to spawn behind you. You don't notice. And then you see this in front of you. And you're like, oh shit. And you start running the other way, but there's a wall there. So that's what this is all about. Getting this tested out and seeing about how we can make these simple things like changing environments and stuff like that work. Obviously, I'm fucking around, but
For the rest of the day.
that I can do. She will most likely be in bed by the time I'm done with this stream. So, yeah, if it wasn't bothering her, I would do it. But everybody needs to relax after work, all right? But yeah, that's what we're kind of going for here. Is just testing out some ways to do changing and erratic environments. So it's like, oh, you don't even notice. You just walked into a room. It's all good. Oh shit, there's an enemy. Nerd out. Where did I even put my glasses? There we go. Yeah. Linz, you'll be happy to know I fixed my drain pipe. It worked. We did our load of laundry today and we didn't end up with a flooded garage. So, yeah, we got these two working kind of the way I want them to, because you can set this trigger to be anything. And what I'm kind of wanting to do is we want to add a nav mesh. I don't want a nav mesh obstacle. What the fuck? Yeah, we got her done. Hold on. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong here. I hate nav mesh agents. They're so fucking powerful, but I also hate them at the same time. So, but yeah, we got that done. Now we're working on this. This is the project that I'm going to be working heavily on with Medium. He's currently working through getting the concept for the main character built out. So we should be fine. So, what happened to the motorcycle? Nothing. Still sitting in the garage. The motorcycle be going vroom vroom after I changed the battery on it. Shit, that reminds me. Linz, you got a job. Whether you choose to accept it or not, you have a job. I need you to remind me to disconnect the battery in the four-wheeler. By the end of the stream, I need you to remind me to disconnect the battery in the four-wheeler because it's super cold and it's draining batteries. and I don't want to spend another fucking chunk of change on getting a new battery. So, all right. What in the absolute shit is going on right now? What? Did I just add a nav mesh agent to the person? Because oh yeah, but I mean, it's not going to damage a motorcycle unless it's sitting in the water for an extended period of time. I'm confused. Yeah, I want to add a nav mesh. Too cool for school? Throwing out all them redeems. You're lucky. I actually almost broke this. So, you know, we might actually do a Roblox community day. One day. Don't save. Yeah, why did nav mesh surface not generate whenever I was looking at this? Can I not make this a nav mesh surface? Yeah, let's just do something here really quick. We'll add this. We'll add the component of the nav mesh agent. Okay. Install the AI nav mesh package. That's why. What is the Roblox community to you? We play games inside Roblox. It's a community day, which it's not how you spell community, but you'll get there. But no, it's community day. It's my community. I'm giving them a day where we play games that they want to play and we all play together. Community day. Okay. Now can I add the nav mesh surface? There we go. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Give me this. We got to turn you on. We got to go to Pro Builder and we have to center the pivot. And then, let me see. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. So, damn, I'm going to need that other one. Trying to scare me? It don't work. This is why I don't like this is why I don't really like doing this too much, but yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I'm just dumb. And so we need to go here, go to the inspector, and add the component. Twitter? Twith? The Twith what? Why am I feeling like I'm missing something really critical here? This is why I like referring back to other things I've already done, because it does make these things a little bit easier. Okay, so we come here and open up the enemy movement. We need don't care about those, don't care about that. We just need the transformed opposition. Okay, yeah. So agent.destination equals player.position. Okay. That's what I was forgetting. Okay. It's a bad day for me to be coding, by the way. MS agent, cool. Update, agent, not or destination is equal to player dot position. I haven't made player yet. Yeah, my brain my brain is just not really fully active right now. A lot of this stuff I've already figured out, but I woke up feeling like absolute dog dookie today, so it doesn't help that I'm trying to I need to transform. Okay. Me trying to think through code and all that right now is not really working out too well for me. So now what will end up happening is once we actually link everything up, now mesh agent and then player, whenever we come back up here and set this in active, the result that we're looking for is that whenever this comes on, it starts moving, but it has not baked the surface yet. So floor, bake that in. There we go. So whenever we play, go back forward. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Ah! Okay, I don't have the control set up for this kind of stuff. And then it'll chase the player. Boom. Okay. It keeps deactivating because it's also above because I'm not refining right now, so but yeah, now we have something that'll chase the player while it's actively in that zone. So if we take the enemy spawner and we increase that by, I don't know, 5 times the size, all right, and then we make it a little bit wider, so we'll go 20, and we move that a little out. We take the enemy and we move that one back. Go boom. Bam, boom, bam, play. What we can do is push the right button. And we're here. Oh no, a looming presence. Whatever will I do? It's chasing me everywhere I go. Knock that shit out of existence because I'm insanely fast. Why are you moving way over there, buddy? Again, we won't be doing that in real game. Obviously, if you get caught, you're going to end up dying. But Oh no, the looming presence, it's coming towards me in a creepily floaty way. No. Yeah. You get away and then it can be just a presence in here. We could reset its position. All that fun stuff. But yeah. That's the one way we're going to work that. So now we have a changing room that as soon as you walk in, we can have something spawn. So that's not what I want to do. So for instance, if we had this room, we're going to actually delete this one. I'm going to rebuild something here because I want to check and make sure something actually works before we get too crazy. Room. Okay. So, can I? Thank you. So, just one like that, one like that. Again, this will all be refined later. We're just trying to get the mechanics down right now. And I know y'all are tired of hearing me say trying to get the mechanics down. Why did you... What? Oh, I hate when you do that. 25. All axes. There we go. So now it'll go up to the full 1. So dumb. Okay, so we do that. And we do that. And just... So... Yeah. Go like that, and like that. It's fine. Okay, so we do that, and then we go ahead and we make another that's a really tall person. It's 4 meters high, 5 meters high. That boy is like 12 foot tall. So obviously not to scale. Spawn door. So what I want to do okay. All right. Make it a separate entity all itself, and then we go with the room spawn, and we set that to that. Then we take the spawn door, drop that one off, make it inactive. And then we go, oh, we can go in and out, and then as soon as you come too far, oh no, I can't get out. That's what we're going for. So... No, an enemy. Oh no, I can't get out. That's what we're going for. And then we can also have that set up to where it's like this similar setup. So if we take this and we actually tie that to that, that'll be fine. But if we take this and we duplicate it, right? We can take this whole thing and move it over. Whoop, put it here. Sure. Long hallway, right? Just imagine, all right? So we can do the exact opposite here. And then we go back into, so that'll look like a regular wall whenever you walk into the room. And then we go into the room spawner. And then we go, yeah. We're actually going to change this one to door. Change that to door. And then we're going to add another public game object. Escape. Okay. There we go. Escape. Not set active. Equal to false. So, in an instance, and it's also kind of the same way that you can handle like platforming puzzles and stuff. It's like, oh, if you hit this one, set this next one to true, this one to true, this one to true, and deactivate this one, right? And then we can go this dot set active. So we can just disable the trigger as soon as we walk in. So as soon as he walks in, all that's going to happen, trigger is going to go away. So if we leave the room spawn selected, we're going to just go forward. Uh-oh. Oh. Probably ought to link the fucking door and stuff or it's not going to work. Door. Escape. There we go. They have the same name, but it's fine. So, boop. There you go. So now you have your escape room, but now there's a looming enemy in front of you and you're in a tight hallway. Juke. All right. So, there's that. We now have a room that changes. And then if you texture these properly, right? Whenever you're actually looking at them, it's going to look like one solid wall. So if you're looking at it, you're going to walk into a big open room that's got a bunch of solid walls and you're going to be like, oh no, what do I do? Obviously, you wouldn't put it directly in front of them. You want them to fear this enemy. So you just... All right. Anyway, material, we're just going to go ahead and that changed my player too. I don't like that. That's fine. That's fine. It's not like truly gray box because of this, but I don't need it to be. It's fine. We got the workings of it all. So boom. There it is. Aha! I escaped because of slow ass enemy. Okay. So we got those two mechanics worked out. Boom. I'm going to get Hello Neighbor for YouTube. Hello Neighbor is a good one. I wouldn't say it's a bad one. I've definitely played Hello Neighbor. Which one are you going to play? Because if you play the original, that would actually be kind of sick. I have those downloaded right now. I have Hello Neighbor 1 and 2, but if you have the new ones that are 3D, that's a little different. So, and also, I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can record without having any of your controls up on your screen. So, I know it doesn't look like much to you guys, but we have officially worked out appearing enemies. We have officially worked out changing rooms. We have opening escapes that didn't previously exist. So now all we got to do is set it up in a way where we can have these things happen in a situation. So, and what I mean by that is if we connect these two halls, right? This this enemy that's right here is going to spawn. So, things that you can do with that is kind of cool. Is say you wanted an enemy that was like peeking around a corner or something like that, where you could barely notice them. You can have them pop in and then play an animation where they're like, and then after the animation is over, they destroy the game object and it's no longer there. Horror. Something is following you. Something is chasing you through the woods. Whatever it is, and no matter where you go, it seems to know where you are. That's because of nav mesh agent. Obviously, it's not going to be as crude as this. We're just trying to work out the mechanics. So, you can also have it happen, like a event trigger happen. I think this one has a physical. It doesn't, which is insanity. But say, for instance, you wanted to have something happen and a big event happen. You could do an on trigger enter and make all of that happen. And then while it's happening, you have another trigger on where the player is supposed to be, and it stops everything. You know, you start getting chased through the woods in this big bounding beast, or you walk out the front door of a grocery store and a big beast appears in front of you. Play animation. Crawls out of a thing and then starts bounding at you horrifically. You can easily make it to where this is the way that you do it. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is the most optimal way to do it, but it is a way of doing it. Because of the way that this is working out, we're able to make it to where we can have enemies show up. We can have it to where the whole building is changing. We can have it set up to where you have endless amount of rooms that you can go through. So you walk through a door and the whole room on the other side completely changes. When you walk into a room, the door slams behind you and then it deloads that entire room. And then a new room loads in its place. It's all in one spot, and you can make an entire game in one box. It's a pretty cool idea. I might do that, but for what we're going to be working for is I'm going to be having it to where the floor goes out, disappears, and you know, everything just kind of goes away. It's going to be an interesting setup, and it's going to be very heavy in lore and story, and Medium and I are working out the story right now for it, so this is going to be pretty sick. So I know this doesn't look like much to you guys, and it was very simple coding, kind of overcomplicated some of it, but being able to do stuff like this where it's like, oh no, I see my exit, oh, run away, woo. Obviously we're not going to be this fast either, because this is nuts. Yeah. Uncontrollably nuts. So, and then we can make it to where it's like on collision enter. If the other player is this, they die. So, and then it plays some kind of animation. So, but yeah, That's what we're going for. And then we come over here to the floor itself and we rebake it. It'll actually start removing the things that are not navigatable, so we can just keep redoing that. And it'll make it a lot better, a lot more intuitive. So if you have a bunch of bookshelves and stuff like that, you obviously don't want them to be able to walk on it. So you don't want the AI to be like, bookshelf, I don't care. So you rebake it and make it to where they can walk on it, and it'll make the pathing look more realistic. So, but yeah, hopefully that long explanation of stuff kind of explained what I was going for, and I actually accomplished a lot of what I was wanting to do today pretty quickly. Plan for this to take longer. Let's put it that way. So, yeah. Don't really know where to go from here, because I was really wanting to work out how to get the disappearing and reappearing objects worked out. Seems like we've got a pretty strong hold on it. So even for, to be fair, you were supposed to be done with this forever ago. No, this is a new project. That one is still not done. So yeah. That one is still not done, but we can actually go back and work on that one. So this one is good. I like the way this one came out. So I like how that one worked out. Worked out nicely. So I know it all looks the same because none of it is textured. None of it has anything crazy going on. But no, this is the game that we've been actively working on and building, trying to get it to work correctly. Yeah. Capsule collider, boom. Get rid of the mesh collider. We really don't need the mesh collider. I mean, we can disable this and activate this, but it's kind of the same thing. We can see how that acts, but I think it's going to do the same thing where my character kind of just phases through it. No. Ugh. God damn, this is so hard to control. I mean, that's kind of the point, though, is that it's going to be hard to control. No, Relish is playing Dune Awakening. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, see, I phase right through it. Why? Why? I think... Try like this. See if that will help the calculations, because I don't think it will. Yeah. Speed. So I thought it was a speed at first, but I don't think it is. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much if that doesn't work. Why is it phasing so far in? It's acting like the mesh renderer is inside the actual object. Like, I just phased right through it there. But what I'm going to end up doing with this is adding this and then doing an on collision or on trigger. Height, radius. Tighten that up a little bit. Don't worry, we've got a 2D camera that's going to be coming in for this specific section. I just haven't implemented it yet. It's implemented on level 2. I just haven't implemented on this because I wanted to get this portion done before I did all that. Steering, angular speed, acceleration. Yeah, see, it just phased right through, and I don't understand why. Is it floating? I don't think it is. No, it's definitely right on the ground like it should be. But, like... So with this one, we're gonna add a thing on here that says on collision enter. If the other collider is this, then we're going to reset the level. So it's going to be like wasted and all that fun stuff. And we still have to figure out why, for whatever reason, this doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. It works on the other one just fine, but there we go. Prefab, unpack. Let's see if that fixes it. I think I tried this once before, but I don't think it made it work. Yeah, no. See, I had the same issue when I did level 2, but for some reason it fixed it whenever I did a do not destroy on load, and I have no idea. So for now, I'm going to be a lazy shrew, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate all this stuff, and then 2 and 3 are going to be for this enemy. So we're going to grab 2, enemy 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to woo. This one. Okay. And then pull this one up to here. So nav point 1 is going to be equal to this one. So we're actually going to swap it. So this is going to be 2. This is going to be 3. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and duplicate all these again. And move them all over. Grab 4 and 5. Move those to right above. 2 is going to be swapped again, so it's going to be 5, 4, and then we're going to see if we broke everything by doing this and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. So they should be like crossing back and forth, and we're going to do this all the way down. So, and then it should look all right. Should be pretty interesting, alternating enemies and stuff like that. So see, I wish the speed, I can make the speed higher, that's not an issue, but I think we're gonna have to undo the enemies. I'm gonna throw another script on there for the on collision enter, and then we're gonna do the wasted on it as well, and then we'll go ahead and add the trigger here on the front. Which means we're probably going to have to back up some stuff. Player, boom. Now, I'm well aware that this game is way delayed. So I'm aware, but I got 3 projects going on. I'm stressed. It's just I need time, okay? I'm obviously kidding. Okay. I changed my grid snapping. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Boo! Probably ought to grab the whole object, not just the face. And we are going to go ahead and center the pivot on this one as well, just in case that makes some wonkiness go away. We do not need to do anything with that. So we can go ahead and grab this face as well. And we can vertice snap it to this guy just to make it even. And then I'll throw a trigger here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I think I know how to fix this one. Let me see if I can fix that one really quick. It might not, but... we'll see. Okay. So, scene, we'll load up level 2. Oh god, going through level 2 is going to be kind of an ass pain, but I got to get through to level 3. Okay. Did you know that I can't beat my own game? It takes me a few tries to actually beat my own levels. I should just make it to where I push a button and I can't die, but where's the fun in that? No fun in that. I've ran this specific level probably 20 something times, just bug testing. Ah, fuck. Why are you setting... I mean, I could just cheat and move my player to there, but where's the fun in that? So okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's going to be broke again, but I have full control, which is weird. It's the do not destroy on load. It reloads the scene and then it makes it to where it breaks. But all I need to do is get to the end, do a do not destroy on load, and then it'll... I don't know why this fixed it last time, but getting through to the next level actually fixed it. So, oh shit. Probably ought to slow the fuck down a little bit here. This is my rage game, yo. This is like getting over it with Bennett Foddy, but with Flappy Bird controls. Nope, don't you fucking do it. Physics and Flappy Bird controls.
Are you tired of your boring, bland cheeseburger? It's time to
for the
introduce
cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger. It's unbearably good.
Finally, a replacement for this boring burger that you call a cheeseburger. The cheeseburger is much better.
Nope.
The cheeseburger.
Don't do it.
Not for.
If your friends refuse to convert to the cheeseburger, abandon them. They're no real friends of yours. Leave them. Only the cheeseburger shall survive.
The cheeseburger.
Okay, come on. We've almost got
It's
this.
over, honey.
There's only like
It's
3
over.
more of these ups and downs that we got to go through because I'm a sadist. Don't do it. Nah, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Ah! Stop it. I think this is the last one. Hopefully. Oh, thank God. All right. I don't know why this fixed this last time, but it did. And I don't know why. Yeah, didn't fix it this time. I don't know why it's breaking on a prefab. It shouldn't. Okay. Shaders, don't care. I just need the goddamn buttons to work. Resume. No, that's the resume. That's text. I need the button. Okay. Just relink it here. Function, button controller. What is this? Resume? Resume. Okay. Main menu. Go ahead and main menu. Okay. What crazy physics is this? This is Flappy Bird physics, yo. That's what this is. Don't question the things that you always wanted in your life. A full-fledged Flappy Bird control game. Because why wouldn't you? Okay. Let's go ahead and disable this. Play. And what's weird... Okay, you're not... Things break and it aggravates me because there's no fucking reason why the game should break at all. Why did that break? We need to get rid of the do not destroy on load for sure. That was weird. We need to get rid of this. Comment this out. That was just a test anyway. So. Oh, I know why it didn't work. Because I'm dumb as shit. That's why it didn't work. I deactivated the wrong goddamn thing. Okay. You know what's really stupid about this? So, when we were originally working through this and we got to level 2, right? I went into level 2. I dropped the menu prefab in there. The goal would be to do a do not destroy on load, right? Just have it run all the way through, find the existing object and destroy it. Fine. Perfectly fine. But I need to be able to test things while I'm actively playing, so I have the prefab for it. Whenever everything is done and finalized, this will never be an issue because it will always maintain the consistent prefab. So, it'll be a do not destroy unload that carries through every single scene, so it physically can't break while it's going through. Problem being, I need to test it so when I die, I can restart without having to close out of it, go back in, and do it all over again. All of that works, except for I can't restart the fucking game. And that's aggravating. Anyway, look at me just venting and complaining about my own projects. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to load up scene 2 because it's been a minute since we've done this. Yeah, sure, that's fine. And I need to figure out what I named the trigger up here. That's what we were here for, right? Like, I don't want to use you guys as a vent, all right? I don't want to use you guys as my go-to vent spot. It's not what you're there for. It's just aggravating as all fucking get out. I'm just cam side angle. I don't know why it's... Anyway. Cam side angle script. Okay. So, all we need to do here is we need to add a... You need to just fuck off. You're fucking me up so bad right now. There we go. Okay. We're going to add in something that I actually know I can have control over. And we're going to throw the cam side angle script trigger right here. And the way this is going to work is similar to what you just saw in level 2, where you go forward, it hits that cam side angle, and it flips the camera to the side and lets you drop down. And then we're going to flip it back whenever we get to the other side. So, yeah. 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 What we're going to do here is we're going to need a 3D object. Go ahead and get a cube. And then we will name this one cam side angle trigger. Okay. Move that around so I can vertice snap it to right there. Focus in on that. There we go. And we want this to be kind of big. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Shit. No, I'm not. Right. It's not a Pro Builder object, which is fine. We do need to adjust the scale, so we'll go, what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 wide. 9. Okay. And we will go 10 tall. I think is what it was. I think I did everything. Nope, that's the wrong one. 10 tall. Like I said, it doesn't really matter too much with this. If it's a little too tall, it needs to be 9 tall, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to have any V fighting or Z fighting or anything. 9 tall. Enter. Thank you. Can you let me move, please? Thank you. There we go. We'll make it a little wider too. We'll make it like a 3 wide. Okay. Fantastic. Disable the mesh render and make it a trigger. And then we're going to add the cam side angle trigger. Okay. Main camera is going to be Pretty sure I have that finding it. I don't think I need to actually link that. So let me go into my scripts really quick. Cam angle change. So that's not the right one. Need this one. Main cam is equal to game object find main camera get component follow player. Okay. So. Okay. Yep. So. Where? This is on the player. This is part of the follow player script. Okay. Ah, okay. I see what I did here. Okay. I had to remember what I was actually doing there, so. Yeah. Alright. So, in here, let's go ahead and add this. We got that going on. So it should automatically work. And then if we take that same trigger, right? We go ahead and we duplicate this guy and turn its mesh renderer back on just so we can see where we're working here. Put that right there, turn the mesh renderer back off. Whenever we go through this one, all right. Oh, hey, guess what? There is a wall right here. Let's see, starting back wall. Let's go ahead and move that, shall we? There we go. I forgot I put that there so you couldn't like back up off the thing. So, boom. And it flops all your controls so that you can go left and right rather than forward and back. And then once you come here, boom. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Going into the 2D and 3D space. Welcome in. We're going hard. And then we got these, which I haven't done the coding for those yet. And also, I need them to be faster. So, all these can be moved up to there. All right. All right. Yeah. So we got that camera working. We're going to do the same thing down here. So we're going to be flopping in and out of 3D and 2D space. So we can go ahead and just duplicate that guy. And I'll move him. Vertice snap him right there because I want it to go as soon as you cross through the door. You got the side angle. So it'll snap there. Come all the way up to here. 2D through this. So you can navigate properly. And then we'll take another one. So if we do this. Give me that. Put that boy right there. And as soon as you get here, boom. And then this is going to be kill floor. And using that same thing that we were just working on for the other project, we're going to set this one up to where you have to touch a certain amount of platforms to be able to get through this door, which is going to be the end. So you're going to have to control your flight and jumping and all that stuff a little bit better than you normally would. Also, I don't understand why you're longer. That's aggravating. So we need to make it 10 here. Why is this one wider? The fuck? How? When? Where? I made them all the same damn width. Why? Where? How? They're the same damn width. How? What? Same width. Okay. Whatever. It don't matter. I really need to put that back wall and front wall in there so that you can't do what I'm doing right now. So, game's already going to be retardedly hard to control anyway because of the shapes. So, we also need to adjust the lighting here so that it's not ridiculous. See, I thought about setting it up to where get out of ISO view really quick, because we're gonna have two enemies here that move extremely fast towards the player as soon as they jump up here, but I don't know if I want to have them set up to where I just have one, like the big blocks just they have to jump over or fly. Then we can have one on the bottom and then one on top. So you have to use both controls, or we could do a bunch of them. I just don't know how to set up an alert for that so that people don't just go, "Hey, I made it dead." The possibilities are endless, so. Alright. Un momento. I have to turn the lights on. Alright, let's see. Brighten up your future, you know? Alright. I might rename this scene as well, because I'm probably going to add more by the end of it. But with this one, we're going to have to code the rest of the enemies, and we're going to have to set them to just fly across the map. So that when you jump up there, it's going to hit a trigger and it's going to say go. And you're going to have enemies just shoo, 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 shoo. So, trying to think about how we're going to do that, because we could just have it instantiate and set their location to a specific spot, put them on a collider, don't worry about anything, and have them just rip across using a nav mesh, right? Problem with that is that the nav mesh won't walk on the ceiling, so we'd have to figure out how to do that. We could have it set up to where it just keeps spawning enemies until you hit another trigger on the other side. We could also do it to where it's a spike trap that spawns on top and bottom. But again, it's not that I don't know how I would do that. It's more along the lines of how do you broadcast it and provide that information to the player? Because there are no checkpoints, there is no way for you to continue from a specific spot. So if you make something too hard and you keep resetting the player back to the beginning, you're going to lose players, right? So you're going to lose all the players because they're going to be like, fuck that, I can't get past level 3 because the developer's a dickhead and he made it impossible to pass this section without perfect accuracy, and so on and so forth, right? So we got the camera working, we got the nav mesh working for the ones that move back and forth. I just need to increase their speed so that they're a little bit more daunting. We're also going to increase the amount of them that there are. So, and I think I'm going to alternate some of them to where instead of them just going all the way across, we're going to have some that just stop in the middle, turn back around, move to the other side. We could also make it to where some of them follow the player, but that could cause some interesting pathing issues, things like that. But my brain is fried right now. I've still got a pretty massive headache, so I'm going to probably end off the stream for tonight, go lay down and get some sleep. Tomorrow is going to be community day, possibly going to get canceled. Depends on how I feel when I wake up. If you see a poll first thing in the morning pop up in my Discord, which if you're not following my Discord, !Discord on Twitch, description down below for YouTube, or the about section down below for Twitch. Feel free to join up. That's where I post up all my updates and when I'm going live or when I have to cancel, things like that, what we're going to be doing, and where I'll be posting all the game builds that I make. So if you haven't joined in on Discord, join in on Discord. But I am going to be done for the night. I'm kind of struggle busing right now, and some things that are normally easy are becoming very difficult. So I'm going to be calling it a night there. I appreciate all you guys coming out and hanging out. I appreciate all the love, the likes, all the support. But I will be ending off for the night. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye for now.